Hi, soul family. I missed you guys. I don't know about you, but I was so fucking exhausted from that eclipse last week. I needed rest. I took a little break, but I'm back now. I'm excited to give you guys a weekly check in. What energy is going on for the collective that are seeing this video? So far we got Pisces Moon. So, definitely a lot about like emotional sensitivity, intuitively picking up on maybe seeing things more clearly that weren't clear before. What's very important about Pisces is really connected to our subconscious mind, and to connect with the subconscious mind we have to go into the dark, right? That's that feminine energy, that high priestess energy. There's a lot of mystery coming up here, mysticism, figuring out what's behind I just heard smoke and mirrors, and I also heard nest egg when I was first starting the recording. And then I looked up actually as well what a nest egg is. So this could be significant for someone, a significant amount of money or assets saved or invested for long-term goals such as retirement, home purchases, education. So, or like funding a business. So something about like investing in yourself in some way, however that resonates. With Pisces moon, particularly, that could be emotionally, and seeing how other people can invest in you emotionally. Energy and emotion is currency as well, right? Just as money is currency, money is also energy. All of these different energies that kind of swirl around us. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm kind of just going to feel it out intuitively what decks I want to use. But definitely the seventh house, Libra, Venus energy of partnerships. So this could be romantic, friends, family, business partnerships. How are these relationships affecting your life right now? How are you investing in them? How are people investing in you? And yeah, we'll just go from there. But like development of feelings, psychic awareness. The shadow side of Pisces can be illusion and fantasy, addiction, escapism. So it's almost like you're wanting to move out of the shadow aspect of this Pisces energy, and you're becoming very aware of certain things, especially after this full moon eclipse in Pisces. So and we also have a Saturn retrograde in Pisces that's happening, and that energy, it's just really highlighting certain karmic patterns, because Saturn is all about patterns, cycles, the border of things, limitations, what we are learning, what we're being forced to learn, essentially. Karmic balance here. Again, with that Libra energy, karmic balance. So, what is trying to balance out, I guess? We'll look into that. Um, yeah, I'm very interested to see maybe your moods. Last week was just like a really intense week collectively. Things happening, as you more than likely know, in the media, in, our country that we're in the United States here at least. Just some crazy things happening that really affected me emotionally, affecting everyone. There was just like this darkness, this heaviness. And yeah, with that smoke and mirrors type of vibe, all of this emotional energy that we're all feeling might be clouding your judgment, or you're feeling unsure of what you feel because the emotional energy around you is so heavy. Or this is just having and developing deep emotions for someone, something. Just very, very strong emotions are present here this week. So, but the yeah. I don't know what that was. I just wanted to let you know though, welcome back if you're returning. If you are new, come join the collective here, like, subscribe. I post typically weekly, usually like a weekly check-in, and then trying to do a different reading depending on like what spirit is wanting me to talk about. But yeah, if you're new, welcome. Remember, use your discernment. This message might not be for you, so remember to check in, see if you're vibing with my energy, seeing if you're not. You want to be very aware of what readings you're digesting, and remember, this is a collective reading. Not every message is going to be for you, so just be mindful of that. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Let's dive right in. So I'm starting with the collective messages. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know right now. Or the detach to attract. Love that. Self-love club is popping out. So detaching to attract, not chasing, attract, not chase. So there's certain things that you're being asked to detach from to attract them. So maybe this has to do with partnerships and love or money with that nest egg energy. Let's see. Psychic gift activation. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That's very much a clarification of that Pisces moon, because Pisces energy, the 12th house, is all about psychic gifts and magic and all of that. So, okay, this is development of psychic gifts. This is something within the subconscious coming to light, to the consciousness. And detached to attract is really like that surrender where we're detaching from the logical mind to have those downloads from spirit come through. Triggered into transformation. Okay. Emotional triggers. Definitely. Let's pull two more for the collective this week, Spirit. I'm too scared to reach out, but I want to hear your voice. Okay. This could be someone you detached from, wants to reach out to you. Get present. And let's do one more. For the collective. Vet. So you could work as a vet, work with animals, work at a vet, definitely. Let's clarify that. Animal medicine could be significant. We'll pull some of the animal children involved. So you could work with animals or children. And there's no turning back now. Okay, so triggered into transformation. There's no turning back now. What's at the top here? Pop goes the weasel. So something, it was like being turned, and something was like bound to pop up. It was bound to combust. Let's see with the tea leaf. What is in general happening to this collective this week? What is the main event or message coming through for this collective this week? Thank you, Spirit, giving us two. Okay. So handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important, and rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. I love that. Rabbits also can represent beginnings and fertility. So I'm getting a lot about like a business partnership or this having to do with money as well because of that nest egg thing that I was hearing. So a meeting with a stranger could be important. There's some sort of like partnership again with that seventh house energy. Wow, ninth house is right under that, which is all about like learning and wisdom. So learning about partnerships. Okay, that could be the title of this reading, learning about partnerships this week. Rabbits, yeah, with that extreme fertility as well. You could actually be overly concerned with sexual matters or relationships or that sense of things. I just heard someone be like, and what? Maybe there's a stranger that you are meeting and there's going to be like a very intense sexual connection. Cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Okay. Interesting. What? I was gonna say the question I was gonna ask for the next card was, what does the collective need to be aware of? So dissatisfaction with life is coming up. Okay. Mountain road, you're on the road to success. Yeah, and this cracked cup card has like a little pathway. So you see the mountain road, there's that pathway. So you're on the road to success. The thing is, it can be an uphill climb. So you might be dissatisfied with where you're at of your journey right now, and Spirit is wanting you to get present. A lot of emotional processing is connected to the psychic gift activation. So what is one thing that, what do you need to know this week? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, ear. Good news is coming. Wow, yes, boat. Money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. So many like interesting words. Nest egg, windfall. I also, oh, the moon is also in this card too. So I feel like this is something unexpected. There's some sort of unexpected change in money, property, receiving something that you didn't expect. And then ear, good news. So good news about money. It's interesting because you could be getting good news about money, but it's saying you have dissatisfaction with life. So spirit is, oh, okay, with this pathway forward, I feel like you're stepping into this new phase where you're moving out of dissatisfaction with life, or spirit's wanting you to do that. Spirit wants that for you. Maybe you've been way too overly concerned with sexual matters, with partnerships, with love, especially with that Pisces moon and the cracked cup. So spirit is wanting you to get more focused on money, get more focused on your purpose. So your purpose could be connected to money, career. Definitely like with what was going on last week, I feel like people are becoming more aware of what is in the way of them. Ooh, my voice almost cracked. So yeah, there's some this could be like the way that you speak, or there's a throat chakra blockage, or there's some sort of truth that you're not speaking that is in connection to your purpose. Vine, seek out information that will help you. Interesting. So good news, seeking out information, archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and pathways opening up. Yeah, there's a new pathway opening up for you. And I said that with the cracked cup. You're on the road to success. There's a pathway opening. You know, this is reminding me of the Ace of Pentacles, because in the Ace of Pentacles, there's like that little pathway with all the vines around it. And spirit is like, look at this gift. The Pentacles talk about the physical world, our 3D experience, the way we experience our life, day-to-day matters, money. So there's a lot of focus on that that's coming through. And then we want to see how is that connected to this Pisces moon energy. There could be like, ooh, okay. So I'm getting like there's emotional energies happening with relationships at the same time of the shift in money, and you're figuring out how to balance that. Happiness. Yes, stepping out of dissatisfaction with life and stepping into happiness. The sun and the moon. I love that. Consciousness and unconsciousness. Also, what Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune's all about like the, you know, the ability to move, like, and that weakening of the barrier between the conscious and the subconscious. Last one, star, guaranteed success. Okay. Yeah, so, ooh, and I love that because I picked my star shirt today. So, guaranteed success this week with something. I placed that right under the rabbit. So, guaranteed success with this new opportunity. This could be a partnership of some kind. This could also be something to do with money. Investments and assets are coming up. So, like, where are you investing your time? Where are you investing your money is very important right now. Don't make decisions based off of like pure emotion. There has to be some sort of a balance of like, okay, what is the practical thing? Also, yeah, within this, you might be moving too fast to be able to make certain choices. So spirit wants you to slow down. Dark woman dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So this could be you. This could be this partnership that we're dealing with. We can get into that a little bit more. Yeah, let's pull the tarot for this week. Let's see what's coming up. So detach to attract. So maybe you've been working on some subconscious detaching where you, because also Pisces moon energy can be bringing up like codependency, emotional attachments, fantasy, getting like very, very deeply invested into something emotional that isn't necessarily grounded. Pisces energy is very, very psychic. So psychic gift activation coming through there. You're detaching from something. Ooh, okay. Detaching from certain cycles, patterns, or type of relationships, actual relationships. You're detaching from them, and this is activating psychic gifts. There was some sort of okay. There was some sort of blockage when it came to your psychic gifts in a certain aspect. Clairaudience is coming through, especially with that ear coming through there within the tea leaf cards. You might be getting triggered, or you were triggered by these relationships or patterns that were coming through or that happened before. You're being asked to let go of them. There's no turning back now. Get present. Like, you are activating something deeper here. Yeah, with the Magician. The card that came up in the channeled message cards when I was shuffling earlier, it just kind of like flew out, was your thoughts are the spell. So one of my favorite affirmations for the Magician card is, my thoughts are the spell that create my reality. So spells, we don't have to look at them like, oh, like I'm a witch and I'm casting a spell, or I'm doing like some sort of Wicca or magic. It can be if that's what you work with, but the Magician is connected to Mercury, which is the mind, the way that we process information mentally. And so when we talk about as above, so below, being connected to spirit, this is like a channel. We become a channel of energy from spirit, and we're actually manifesting those things into reality. And it's connected to the mind. It's connected to Mercury in that sense as well. So when we talk about spelling things out, spells are essentially just spelling out a particular way of looking at things, and that's how, when we speak things into existence, if you think of that concept. So you could be actually speaking things into existence. This is about taking action on something. This can indicate entrepreneurship. This can indicate taking action when it comes to money, creating something. It's creation, it's masculine energy. It's, what do I have to do? How can I move my energy to create something? It's the opposite of that high priestess energy that we were talking about before. So maybe you've been very much in this energy, and there's definitely something about balancing the high priestess energy. Ooh, okay. It could be like you've been so disconnected from your subconscious in a certain way that it's been distorting it. So you're being asked to step into stillness in a different way with this get present and psychic gift activation. Even just doing like mindfulness meditation, where you're attempting to clear the mind of thoughts, slow it down, you're going to be receiving downloads more clearly. Somebody is stuck between their fear and their intuition. Wow, 2 8s, 88 here. And this is Pisces energy, okay? I don't know if this is Pisces moon. Hold on. This is not my deck where I have the astrological correspondences written down. 8 of Cups, Pisces, planet. Pisces, Saturn. Ooh, and wow. And we're in, like I said, Saturn retrograde in Pisces, representing the challenging task of bringing structure and discipline to the boundless imaginative, emotional realm of Pisces. This card symbolizes a necessary, often difficult, departure from a situation that no longer brings us fulfillment, requiring courage and a commitment to a deeper, more spiritual purpose. So, yeah, especially with the 8 of Wands coming out first, let's be clear, Spirit is moving you. Spirit is moving you in a different direction. You've been intuitively following the sense to walk away from things right now. Detach to attract. You have been detaching and focusing on detaching from, if you haven't been, Spirit wants you to focus on detaching from whatever is blocking your manifestations from coming in, whatever is blocking you attracting the things that you want. I'm too scared to reach out, but I want to hear your voice. I feel like detaching from people in the past that you might have been holding on to. This doesn't have to be a particular person, even this could just be thought patterns where you're very detached to think what could have been, what I don't have. And it's just like, I'm going to go get what I want, but I have to take that first step, especially with that cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life, but you're on the road to success. It might be an uphill battle, but you're still on the road to success. We have archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. The song Door by, I think her name's Caroline Polachek or something. Listen to that song. That song has been like a big channel from Spirit lately. And she's like, through another door, through another door, through another door, and it's leading me to you, to it, 2027 I just saw. So I feel like this, if this is a money goal or a career goal, it's about, okay, this is like, what can I invest? What do I want to invest in within this coming year or so, like year give or take, until we are approaching 2027, so I can guarantee my own success? Because the star card talks about Aquarian energy, and that's very individualistic, and we have to be very focused on, okay, what do I know? Who am I? And where am I pouring my energy into? What energy, yeah, especially with like, there's a certain, I was reading that this morning about the star card, was like, be very aware of fantasy, because if you're pouring all of your energy into a fantasy, that will backfire. So something significant about that as well. I can't make this shit up. Yes. Okay, thank you, Spirit. The mysteries. The High Priestess is all about the mysteries. The divine feminine, the duality of light and dark. She knows when to step into the dark and come back out into the light. But she is the veil. You see behind her the pomegranates? She is the veil to the other side. Sorry, now Spirit is giving me a channel. Okay, they're showing me like a tent or a house. You could be going somewhere like this. You could be actually moving, because we have money or property through inheritance. So that's something in particular. I feel like maybe a lot of people are looking into purchasing property, or this is something you want to do. This is something you might want to start considering if you're not. That's being brought through here. A lot of these things are things that you believe to be fantasies and not possible. And so you're shifting with the psychic gifts activation, oh my God, I can't fucking speak. You don't need, okay, that's part of this. You don't need to speak as much as you do. I'm getting, also, I've had, I believe, I might be quoting this wrong, but there's an animal spirit deck that I have, and it talks about, I think the rabbit says, like, start listening more. That might be the lamb. Look at that. Wow. King of Wands and Ace of Swords. There could be a fire sign that wants to reach out to you with some sort of communication. Fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag, or they have this in their big three. I'm too scared to reach out to you, but I want to hear your voice. You might have detached from something so much, and this is going to be coming in this week. It's almost like as soon as you've decided to fully like walk away, this person is like conveniently like, okay, something about that. Like, I'm ready now. Like, as soon as, like, when you've already given up on me, how convenient, right? But you're focused on your happiness. Something so beautiful. I saw and I found, this is the biggest white feather I've ever found that Spirit has brought me. So doves, seagulls could be significant. I'm getting the beach, especially with the boat coming out here. Maybe even a lake, but like a body of water, that Pisces moon, the moon energy. Wow, I just cut to success. Another card with the stars and success. You are going to succeed. You have to stop doubting yourself. A lot of self-doubt. Family wishes come true with the well coming out there as well. The well as well. So family wishes come true. Again, with like the inheritance, maybe this is, you're doing something, or you're going to be gaining some sort of success, and you're going to follow your dream, going after something that somebody in your family or people in your family were not able to accomplish, or that they didn't go after. And this could be like a more creative endeavor. Again, we got another card that can indicate entrepreneurship. I'm talking way too fast. Yeah. Whew, let me reset. Yeah, this is like talk less, listen more, listen to Spirit. This could also be like the ego exerting itself. He can be a little, the King of Wands and his shadow aspects can be a little bit pompous, can be a little bit arrogant for sure. So, mm, I just keep hearing how convenient. Like, as soon as you decide to walk away from something, the number 88 could be significant as well. 888, 88. Um, it's like all of a sudden, oh, now all of a sudden, how convenient. Truth, communication, clarity of some sort in partnerships is coming up or within your emotions. What direction you're moving towards, pathway, doorway, those things are coming up significantly as well today. I just looked up and it's 12:34. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You are on the way. This is beautiful. Okay, especially with that high priestess that's grounding everything. This is like you, whatever, trusting the mystery is important. I'm hearing from spirit. Trusting the mystery. Let me see my, ooh, I want to use this animal spirit deck. I haven't used this one in a while. Trusting the mystery. Becoming comfortable with the unknown. Getting present. Meditation is really going to help your psychic gifts activate more. Badger. Why does that look like a raccoon? This says badger. That is definitely a raccoon. Am I crazy? This is like a misprint or something. Okay, raccoons could be significant. Raccoons are also about like coming out of the dark, removing our masks, getting clear, being honest, speaking our truth. This could be about you like no longer holding back your truth and just being unapologetically you. Anything that is holding you back from that, you're walking away from, or you're being asked to. It just seems like there's something about you're leaving things in the rear, or you're looking at things in the rear view and they're like, there's no turning back now. Like, bye. I'm saying that because of that, the house that's super far away in the Eight of Wands. It's almost like you're too far away from these things. Yeah, snake transformation. Spirit, what is the animal spirit that wants to come through this week? Thank you. Owl, observation. This is about psychic observation. Owls are very much connected to the third eye. So you're being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or a person's motives. You need to hear what is really being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. Ooh, interesting. And then we have zebra, open-mindedness. There is more than one way of looking at things. You must be ready to accept alternative viewpoints and new ideas. You must open your eyes to new ideas and new ways of resolving problems. So, observation and open-mindedness. So, there's definitely a shift of perspective in the way that you're being asked to look at something. What are somebody's motives, seeing the truth behind, like, what is this person really wanting from me? Why does this person want to be in my life? What is the end goal? This could also be like, why do I want to go after something? Or becoming clear on your purpose, especially with the King of Wands. The Wands are all about purpose, career, passion, and sexuality as well. With that over what was the word? Overimportance on sexual matters. This could also be like becoming clear of like this, somebody's like really wanting you in that way. Maybe this is what drove you in the past. That's how you led, or somebody only knows how to lead with, oh, I desire you in that sense. Great happiness. I just cut to the harp. Great happiness. This is going to be a good week. I feel like you might be stepping into this week a little bit discouraged because you've had some sort of emotional thing you had to walk away from, especially coming from last week. I feel like a lot of us are coming out of this like emotional dissatisfaction or turbulence from last week, and then we are reconnecting to our happiness, our drive, becoming clear on what... Because we've become clear on what people's motives are, we're becoming clear on what partnerships we desire in our life. We're becoming clear on, I just heard money where your mouth is. That could be that nest egg. So like that somebody is like proving themselves. This could be you or another person. I don't know why I'm feeling like the 88 is you and this King of Wands and Ace of Swords is outside energy. But you could be feeling this. You could be feeling or picking up on somebody wanting to talk to you. And if you think that, this is just a confirmation that they do, that you're not crazy. If you have intuition that you're going to succeed with something within this business, within this partnership, Six of Wands, Ace of Cups. Like there is potential for emotional fulfillment, self-love. This is also about psychic gift activation, okay? Like very much like success within that. You could be very connected to your emotions and you are a healer of some sort and you're meant to use your connection to your psychic gifts or to spirit and you're walking in that direction. How can I start being more authentic within that? How can I start leading with that instead of like being what I think is acceptable? But you're looking beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or someone's motives. So you need to hear what is really being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. So read between the lines. This is like money where your mouth is. Like if somebody is saying something but then their actions are coming off another way, or like you intuitively feel like it doesn't match up, listen to your feelings. We have a hummingbird, so spirit could be speaking to you through hummingbirds this week. If you see one, hear about one of any kind. Spirit speaks through signs, synchronicities, symbols, words that repeat, that we align with. So these repetitions are just a confirmation of that message. Another star. I just saw 222. It was 3222 when I said that. So stars are super. Another star. Success, 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 success. Slow down. As well this week, at present, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. And what I say, windfall, or we heard earlier, windfall, wind chimes, peace and harmony. Okay? So if there's any problems that you're having right now, they're going to be resolved. Roses or lilies could be significant for someone as well. But their success, you'll be receiving this, or you'll be receiving a gift. Like I said, I saw the Ace of Pentacles and we just got two more aces. I saw the Ace of Pentacles in my mind's eye. So, okay, that's also part of this, is that this thing that you might be seeing that's coming in and you don't have it yet, don't doubt yourself because it just hasn't physically manifested yet. But it's in the works. Like you're picking up on this because it's intuitively hitting, and then also the Ace of Swords, you're starting to see it. It's starting to take form. Yeah, that's also like what Neptune and Pisces energy can indicate, is like the formless becoming, like coming into form. Yeah, daisies could also be significant. We have butterflies. I love that. I saw a monarch this morning, and we have an L. So the letter L could be significant for someone. This could be your name. This could be the person or a partnership that's like a confirmation of the partnership that you were thinking of when I was bringing that up earlier. Wow. Is this a squirrel? Yeah, we have squirrels. Squirrels are all about investments and like hoarding money or like holding on to something. So what was just coming through? Like not showing your cards fully is important. I think squirrels are also about frugalness. So don't, like, I'm hearing boasting. Like somebody may be boasting, or be aware of boasting. We also have like a pink carriage here. So somebody could be having a baby girl that you know, going to baby showers, a baby shower coming up. This is also reminding me a little bit of Cinderella. That movie could be significant, but this is me giving like a girl coming into your life. This could be indicating a female that is this partnership. If you're watching, we have the number 7 that's also coming up. So yeah, 7s and 8s are important. You could be seeing 77, 88, 777, 888, or even the quadruple combo of either of those this week. And we have a letter J. I just heard RJ, so R could be a significant letter for someone. We have a key. Yeah, opening the doors. And the diamond. Wow. That diamond is just confirmation of the fact that I pulled this success card back. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift this week. Somebody could be getting married, getting engaged, or having an actual baby, like the baby girl here. Wow, pink cloud. Yes, okay, like coming out of the pink cloud fantasy, but you're not like, it's not like you're falling out of any pink cloud fantasy that's like, maybe you are and you're gonna like be dropped on your head and it's gonna hurt. But we just got the skull and then the pink cloud, so it's almost like spirit saying like, I just heard that Wendy Williams quote, death to all of them. um so it might be a harsh pink cloud drop, but it's almost like spirit is saying, how can I step out of any fantasy or pink cloud thinking? The color pink is coming up here too. Pink roses, because I saw roses earlier. Wow, and then a pink fucking musical note. Pink is significant. Songs are significant. Songs by female artists, specifically that song Doors, go listen to that. Or Stevie Nicks songs this week. The number 5. Okay. 1975, that's a band. Yeah. Wow, and an angel wing. There's a song by the 1975. Hold on. I'm just going to pull one up and see. Let's just shuffle. Talk. The 1975. Why you talk so loud? This is something about like talking. There's something about speaking too much or speaking. Yeah, like be aware of your throat chakra this week. Vocal sabbatical delayed by churning out the same. We don't got alarms. We just use my dad's alarms. Excess until we stop hearts. Now I've been thinking lots about your mouth. A conversation superseded by the way he talks. I'd be an anchor, but I'm scared you'd drown. I'm safer on the ground. Yeah, like I just said, dropped on your head. I'd be an anchor, but I'm scared you'd drown. Somebody's scared of dragging you down. Talk. 1975 song meaning. Let's close out with this. Spoken word introduction. Greta Thunberg talking about climate crisis in the beginning of this. So you could be an advocate or you're advocating for something. Online relationships are significant. Tackling contemporary political events and urging societal change. And as we know what happened last week, that's definitely prevalent in the collective. So you could be speaking your truth, addressing a certain problem this week, talking about something that's very important to you. 555 with change. Change of emotions is just really what's coming up. Change of emotions, moving in a different direction, moving away from certain types of relationships or particular people. But yeah, with the musical note, I was going to say Stevie Nicks. I think I said that. Stevie Nicks is coming up. Yeah, and I just saw another J. So JJ. I'd love it if we've made it as a 1975 song too, right? We're fucking in the car, doing heroin, smoking for the hell of it. I like that song. I'd love it if we made it. Somebody is too scared to talk to you. I feel like that's also a big thing. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. If you'd like a personal, you can reach out to me. The details to do that are in the description box below. My Calendly is linked in there. And yeah, I love you guys. Remember, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I hope to make more videos this week. Love you. Bye.